Today I am going to take 8th standard poem. I will give you some clues, children. Try to guess the poem's name. What are the leisure time activities? Most of our leisure time activities are watching TV, singing a song, playing games, etc. What is the use of these activities? Is it very necessary for us? Have you ever thought about it? Yes, it's very necessary as it relaxes our soul and body and energizes us in our routine works. How many of you have the habit of reading books? Yes, many of us have the habit of reading books. It's a very good habit. What types of books do you read? Children mostly read comic and short stories. So, from the discussion, you would have understood that today's topic is my hobby. Poem, my hobby. My hobby is reading. It helps me in thought breeding. It takes me to places near and far. It keeps my rational dose ajar. It teaches me to cackle and cry. Without wings, it lets me fly. I wish if all the children could read in constructing a vigorous society, then we shall succeed. Arunachalam Chandrasekharan. He is a professional in library and information science. His long-term deep association with the books in his library has made him to script this poem on reading as a great hobby. My hobby poem. Now, students, we are going to see the glossary first. Ajar, slightly open, breeding, procreation, cackle, informal laugh, constructing, establish or creating, hobby, leisure time activity, rational, intelligence, read, educated, vigorous, powerful. Without wings means without limits. So now say the poem. My hobby. My hobby is reading. The author explains here that reading is his hobby. It helps me in thought breeding. The poet says his reading hobby helps him to grow and cultivate many good thoughts. It takes me to places near and far. Those thoughts take the poet not only to the nearby places but also to the remote and far areas. It keeps my rational dose ajar. The poet compares his mind to a room and expresses that reading habit enables him to keep the doors of his mind unlocked and open to permit intelligent and logical reasoning. At the same time, it prevents the unwanted entry of bad and wrong things. It teaches me to cackle and cry. Reading practices the poet to take in both happiness and sorrow in the same spirit. It teaches him to laugh loudly during happy times and to cry and let out sorrow during painful times. Next line. Without wings, it lets me fly. Reading does not restrict or control the thought of the poet. Without wings, it allows his thought to soar high and fly. I wish if all the children could read. Here the poet aspires that all the children should go to the school and study. There should be no illiterates. In constructing a vigorous society, the poet believes if all the children are well educated, then they can build a dynamic, strong and powerful society. Then we shall succeed. If such a society is created, we shall succeed and reach the pinnacle in our lives. Said by Arunachalam Chandrasekharan.